Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, to the true leaders of Israel today. And salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who are risking their lives and their freedom to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalia, and this video is about the prophecy of World War III. In Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14, it says, "The second woe is past," talking about World War II, "and behold, the third woe cometh quickly," which is World War III. So World War III is on the menu, and right now we are witnessing the escalation heading towards it. All right. Currently in the news, Iran has been attacked by the state of Israel, the Israelis. From Reuters, Israel strikes kill at least 20 senior Iranian commanders, sources say. Trump tells Iran to do deal now after Israel blasts nuclear and military targets. After years of waiting, Netanyahu finally makes his move on Iran. Okay. Then you have from RT many articles. Iran vows retaliation after Israeli strikes. Live updates. Iran to retaliate against Israel in near future. Trump hails Israel's Iran strikes as excellent. Strikes on Iran. Will Israel push the Middle East into the abyss? I gave Iran chance after chance. Trump. Russia strongly condemns Israel's attack on Iran. U.S. officials react to Israel's attack on Iran. Iran vows severe punishment for Israeli attacks. So, yeah, man. World War III is on the table and it shall come to pass. I must say, though, that the end of World War III will not come, right, until the Mark of the Beast prophecy, which is the microchip, is fully made manifest. That prophecy has to be fulfilled first before the end of World War III can occur, which at the end of World War III means the launch of the ICBM missiles towards America, which is Babylon the Great, and also the return of our Lord Yahushai, who will deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from the four corners of the earth, and the elect from America, the 1/3. All right. Then America is going to be destroyed, right? And 2/3 of our people in America are going to perish. Okay, so this is all coming. But right now, we're witnessing everything escalate. And all of these individuals, these countries involved are important regarding World War III and Bible prophecy. Okay? The area of contention is over there in the so-called Middle East, right? And so in Joel chapter 3, verse 9, it says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Be your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decision," right? So the heathen are going to be gathered over there in the so-called Middle East, which is Western Asia. All right, and this is what we're literally witnessing, man. Now, you have some very major players regarding the prophecy of World War III. You have America, which is Babylon the Great, the whore that rides the beast. Okay, that beast is NATO, and then the 10 horns is the European Union. Those are allies to America for now, but Bible prophecy states that America's allies, which are NATO and the EU, are going to actually turn against her and aid in her destruction, as it says in Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. So that's why I say for now. Then you have the state of Israel, which is America's true #1 ally. All right, they have a role to play regarding Bible prophecy. Then on that side, you have that alliance, and then their enemies, who are Russia and Russia's allies. Russia's number one ally is Iran. In the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, it mentions Russia. All right. And so it says in Ezekiel chapter 38, and verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And this is talking about the Russians as they dwell in the land today that Gog and Magog once dwelt, and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, talking about the Russians, and I'll turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I'll bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. So the Lord is going to put the spirit upon the Russians to go to war, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So Russia is going to go to war, and also they'll have a great company, which is the allies of Russia, Persia. The first mentioned here is Persia. Persia, they are known today as the Iranians, and they are actually the biblical Elamites. And they're very important. And so that's why you can see this entire situation where Iran is pulling so much aggro from the state of Israel. You know, all of these countries that are involved in this, they are meant to be a part of it. Okay. So then Ethiopia and Libya, which is talking about the so-called African nations who are the biblical Hamites, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarma of the north quarters, and all his bands and many people with thee. So this in verse 6 is actually talking about Turkey, right? So Turkey is a part of NATO right now, but things are going to happen where Turkey is going to join the side of Russia and her allies, okay? And it's the same thing. Turkey now dwells in the land where Gomer, or the Turkish people, right? Turkey is that land where Gomer and Togarma once dwelt. You know, the same thing with Russia. They are in that land today. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is a guard unto its allies, and Russia's number one ally is Iran. So when it is that we see a situation like this, those of us in the truth, right, automatically we think about Bible prophecy, World War III, and then we think about everything behind it and all of the countries that are major players regarding this. And this is the situation at hand. The state of Israel is attacking, which is America's true number one ally, is attacking Russia's number one ally, which is Iran. And things are escalating, man. And as you can see, Trump hails Israel's Iran strikes as excellent. So Trump is saying the US president says there is more to come unless Tehran agrees to a nuclear deal. So things are really heating up, man. Things are escalating because now they've been attacked again, right? I'm sure this isn't the first time they've been attacked. I remember some years ago, or even recently as well, some Iranian generals or commanders have been slaughtered by them and stuff like that. But America agrees with what the state of Israel is doing. Okay, US President Donald Trump described Israel's strikes on Iran as excellent. Okay, so Iran isn't budging, it appears, and so then this thing will only escalate because Iran isn't going to, you know, based off of Bible prophecy, knowing what is going to happen, even if it's for a period of time that Iran, you know, agrees to it, Iran is going to eventually have nuclear capabilities if they don't already have it, you know. Strikes on Iran. Okay, so you know, this is it. Russia strongly condemns Israel's attack on Iran. And why is that? Because Iran is Russia's number one ally, and as it says here, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is set to be a guard for its allies, and its number one ally is Iran. So, you know, there's going to come a time, because, you know, Iran is being hit right now, but Russia is going to go to their defense, and that's when things are going to escalate even higher. You know, things really are moving along very beautifully regarding Bible prophecy. And so we'll just have to continue to see what's happening. You know, I'm not going to read every single one of these articles, but we definitely know what's up. And then look at this right here, with 20 senior Iranian commanders have been killed from the strikes. Okay, so I'm sure, well, angry and afraid, um, Iranians brace for more Israeli attacks. So they're just being struck, man. And America obviously co-signs this. Okay, but remember, America truly is the state of Israel's number one ally. America actually serves them. Okay, and then you'll have people jumping up and foaming from the mouth talking about America's this and that, and they don't say whatever. No, America's number one ally is the state of Israel, and they are set up for a defense for her. All right. And it says here in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 45, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he had taken against Babylon, which is America, and his purposes that he had purposed against the land of the Chaldeans, referring to the Edomites, you so-called white people. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Who's the least of the flock? The Israelis, the Ish people, the small hats, shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And it is because America is a defense for the state of Israel, all right, that America is going to be drawn out to war. But we already know the judgment. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So America and the state of Israel, they're going to lose. And remember, America's allies are going to turn against her, NATO and the EU. All right, so they're going to lose, man, over there in the so-called Middle East, Western Asia, in that area, man. Okay, in the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 20, it says it as well. But I will remove far out from you the northern army, talking about the U.S., and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, talking about the land of Saudi Arabia, with his face toward the east sea, the Euphrates River, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea, which is the Red Sea. And his thing shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. So, America's going to lose over there, man. Okay? We already know that. And with what's happening right now, it is only a matter of time before Russia is a guard onto its allies, Iran. Okay? And then what's going to happen from there? If the heat is too much for the state of Israel, they're going to call for America's defense. And boom, the Bible prophecy, where the least of the flock shall draw them out, shall draw out America to go to war over there, all right, by their actions. And this is what we're literally witnessing, man. Okay, so it's just a matter of time before it escalates to the next step, because we've been in this step for a while. Okay, this stage where it's like the state of Israel versus Iran, but things are escalating more with this whole nuclear deal and America's involvement in it, with in regards to the talks, not regarding the striking, but it's going to escalate eventually, where Russia is going to go be a guard onto its allies, including Iran, and the actions of the state of Israel is going to draw America out, and it's just going to continue to escalate. But the mark of the beast prophecy has to be fulfilled first before the destruction can come. So yeah, man, this is just what it is, and this, is literally real time kind of thing. Well, because Iran is Vows retaliation after Israeli strikes. So, Iran is going to we'll see how it goes. And the scriptures say, what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world, the end of this period of time, and rumors of wars, nation rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So this is what's happening, man. Nation rising against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Literally, it's happening right now. All right, that's why they're striking one another. So we'll see what Iran does. And, the scriptures mention Iran and the kind of spirit that the Iranians have on them. Yeah, Iran, however you say it. 2 Corinthians 15 and verse 30, also the Carmenians, which is referring to the biblical Elamites, the Iranians, okay? Raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. So these people in Iran, they're not afraid to go to war, and they're hungry for it. They were marching in their streets with this big missile-looking thing several weeks ago, marching through their streets, talking about how they're ready to fight the state of Israel. So we're gonna see how this all escalates in the days to come. But things are escalating very rapidly regarding Bible prophecy on all fronts. All right, so You know, with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, Bashim Kodesh. Shalom.